So today we have an interesting story of Dana White, the owner of UFC, calling out Misfits for their number of pay-per-view buys. Dana White, as we all know, likes to say out loud whatever is in his mind. He does not really shy away or isn't really afraid of speaking out the truth. And this time he drops the ball on Misfits, a boxing organization founded by the UK YouTuber slash singer slash boxer himself, KSI.
Anybody who's been on any of these fucking horrible boxing shows, and I like Logan and some of these guys are involved in this shit. If you come out and you say that you did 1.3 million pay-per-view buys on your event, you're lying through your fucking teeth. That amount of money that you would make, they'd be fucking doing pay-per-views all the fucking time.
Now I like KSI. I have watched so many of his videos when I was younger. Even now with his Reddit videos or try not to laugh videos, he still makes me laugh. So as a YouTuber, I have the utmost respect for him. So I will try not to be biased. Let me know in the comments whether or not I was biased. Also hit that subscribe button as it helps me out a lot. It keeps me motivated to make these videos. Now let's get back to the story. Dana Frederick White Jr. is an American businessman who serves as the CEO and president of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC in short, a global mixed martial arts organization. In August 2019, White's net worth was estimated at $500 million, while the UFC itself is valued at around $12 to $13 billion. Wow, those are some big numbers. Looking at these numbers, it would seem like he knows what he talks about when it comes to sales and stuff. Misfit Boxing is a crossover boxing promotion founded by English YouTuber KSI and run by Mams Taylor. They held 8 events in 2023. I could not find the net worth of Misfits, but it should be a high number because they have some crazy sales number that they show every time they hold an event. Their latest event was the Prime event, which was by far their biggest in terms of both viewership and sales. This was mainly because of the fighters that were fighting in it. KSI, the founder of Misfits himself, was fighting Tommy Fury, a professional boxer, and Logan Paul, who I recently learned is a WWE superstar. You would think that me providing news on YouTubers and TikToks would stay in the loop for most of the popular ones. But with all the crypto drama and scams being the main part of Logan's description, I never thought of looking into his other endeavors. I know that he is one of the co-owner / founder of Prime along with KSI, which recently sold its 1 billionth bottle. The number just looks crazy. Now, because of both their popularity, both being KSI and Logan Paul, this pay-per-view event sold out very quickly. The number of people watching the fight was crazy. The funny thing is, on the fight day, I was playing Valorant and one of my teammates, who was a random by the way, said that can we end this quickly so that I can go watch the KSI fight. I mean, there was still an hour left for the fight and he wanted to leave the ranked game just to watch the interviews and commentary and stuff. It just shows how much people were waiting to see the fights. I won't talk about the fight itself because I am not an expert. Many people have different views on who won against KSI and Tommy Fury. I thought that there was no fight at all. It was a hugging contest for me, but I've never fought professionally, so I'll keep my thoughts to myself. But what I will speak about is the sales numbers. Before I say that, did you know Tommy Fury was in Love Island? I have never watched the show and now I have more reason not to. Anyway, as I was saying, the Prime card, which was the latest event, sold over 1.3 pay-per-view buys. That's not the amount of money they made. That's the number of people paid to watch the event live. Wow, that is some serious numbers. Compare this to the 2018 UFC 229 pay-per-view where Khabib fought Conor. This was their highest selling pay-per-view event, which sold for over 2.4 million buys. UFC being so much bigger and well-known, and Misfits selling only 1 million less than their highest sell is truly amazing. But that's only if it's true. I'm saying that because Dana White seems to think the number, what DAZN is showing to be 1.3 million pay-per-view buys, is not true. He says that they are lying, while in a more non-friendly manner.
If you come out and you say that you did 1.3 million pay-per-view buys on your event, you're lying through your fucking teeth.
But what he says is that there is no way that they could sell 1.3 million pay-per-views. He says that if they sell those kind of numbers, they would make way more money and that they could do these events way more often. This is what he has to say.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you how hard it is to sell 1.3 million pay-per-view buys. If you did sell 1.3, if you sold fucking 700,000 pay-per-view buys, they'd be putting on fights fucking 10 times a year. When you hear those kind of numbers fly around the pay-per-view world, they're lying motherfuckers. Don't ever believe that shit. Yeah. You know how much fucking money that is if they went in and cut a deal and did 1.3 million pay-per-view buys? Anybody who's been on any of these fucking horrible boxing shows, and I like Logan and some of these guys are involved in this shit. If you come out and you say that you did 1.3 million pay-per-view buys on your event, you're lying through your fucking teeth. That amount of money that you would make, they'd be fucking doing pay-per-views all the fucking time.
He said that in Full Send podcast, which was released yesterday, not to be siding with Dana or saying that Dana is 100% accurate, but being in the industry for so long, selling these pay-per-views every week or so, I think he must have an idea for what an event might sell for. He also says that they would be doing way more events if the numbers were this high. He also says that selling 1.3 million pay-per-view buys is huge, and the money they would be getting for all of that would be out of the roof. Anyone who says that they are selling 1.3 million pay-per-views are straight up lying. That is some bold claims, but he is Dana White. If the numbers are true, then this is a huge milestone for KSI and his company. That means that they are close to UFC numbers. But I doubt that this would happen without KSI and Logan in the same card again. Both of them have a massive following. They are the main reason why Prime, their hydration company, sells out everywhere they release it. And if they are not fighting on the card, many of the people won't buy the pay-per-view event. I don't know what Logan Paul would do because I think he might be retiring from the boxing world. And we have no idea about what KSI would be doing until the decision of the appeal comes out. So until then, we just have to wait. Anyway, that was the story about Dana White calling out KSI's Misfit boxing company. Maybe the UFC are scared of how fast influencer boxing is growing. Or maybe the numbers are false. We don't know yet. We only have word from Dana White and it's not confirmed yet. I would love to know what you guys think about this situation. Do you think Dana is right? Or do you think the sales number are legit? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed, hit the like and subscribe button as it helps me out a lot. Thanks for watching this video. If you want, you can watch some of my other videos as well. See you in the next one.